Okay, hello, and today, in this video, I'm going to be talking about a very interesting topic in Breath of the Wild. Yes, that's it, Koroks, and those weird looking seeds that they give you. I think quite a lot of you will probably be wondering what on earth those seeds are, and what on earth they are for, other than upgrading your inventory, like their actual purpose. I don't think all these seeds, like 900 of them across the world, are just for Hestu's Maracas. He only needs like 400 and something of them in the first place, so they obviously have a greater purpose. So, I am going to be talking about what that greater purpose could be, and what they are actually for, or what they actually are even. Okay, so there's one thing to think about first, the really obvious answer. In Wind Waker, you had these Deku Tree seeds, which the Koroks would go out and spread across the world to grow trees, and therefore try and get rid of the flood which happened. So, maybe these seeds are for a similar reason, and they are there to try and plant more trees. I don't know why they'd want more trees, unless it's like some sort of world takeover plan, expand the Great Hyrule Forest from there to across the rest of the world. I'm not sure, but yeah, because I definitely don't seem to remember the Lost Woods being so big in other games, so that is one thing to think about with that. So that's one idea. Another idea is that the seeds are like, well, Koroks, they don't, how are there so many of them in this game? Let's think about that first, okay? In the only other game with Koroks, there were only like, 5 or 10 of them. And in other games with like Kokiri and stuff, there weren't that many of them either. Similar amount, only like 5 or 10 once again. So, how on earth did they get to be like, over 900? Because there's 900 that give you seeds, and then there's like, at least 100 of them in the Korok Forest. Then there's Hestu, the big fat one, so how do you think there's so many of them? Well, obviously they can have children. Maybe they can have children, I'm not sure, because the Kokiri never aged. But they can still die, can't they? Because like Saria, she died when she was like, became a sage and got killed by Ganon's, Phantom Ganon I think it was, in Ocarina of Time. So, surely if that can happen, then the other ones can die, and even though they don't appear to age, maybe they actually do. Maybe bodies don't age, but their well-being does or something. But, either way, there is also, so if they do age and they would have to have children, wouldn't they? And then obviously, more children would result in more Koroks, and then the amount of them in this game. And if lots of them are in the game, as we see, how do they get the children? Well, I don't think they give birth, and I'm thinking of laying an egg, except they don't lay an egg like a bird would, they lay a seed. Because, they are like walking and talking trees, so you would have thought they'd have seeds like normal trees. And I'm thinking that's what the Korok seeds are. Maybe. And then the Korok seeds are to either grow more Koroks or more trees, and then Hestu's gift, which you get at the end of the game, on 100, when you've got all the Korok seeds, which I don't have yet, but should do at some point soon. Hestu's gift could be like a Korok seed that Hestu's done, and because Hestu's a big Korok, he has a big seed. And then thinking of that, well, if Hestu gets bigger stuff, why is he bigger? It's not like he's a fat Korok, because then he'd have a normal-sized Korok seed, wouldn't he? If this theory's right, of course. So then, that brings up the topic of who on earth is Hestu? Is he a Korok? Is he not? And, well, that's a very interesting question. I think he's calls himself a musician of Korok Forest, or something along the lines of that, so that doesn't help us that much. And he claims to have a grandpa, which would be waiting for him when he gets back from the road to Kakariko Village where he lost his maracas. But, well, Grandpa is quite an old name, isn't it? And I can't think of any old Koroks, apart from that one with the yellow mask on its face. well, that one with the yellow mask on its face is a bit too small compared to Hestu. I mean, it's just like a normal Korok, isn't it? So, how on earth would that work? I don't think it would. I've got a different idea. I'm thinking that it's the Deku Tree. Because, I mean, think of how old the Deku Tree is. It would work, it would fit. The Deku Tree is old enough to be his grandpa, or whatever he calls him. And the Deku Tree, being the guardian of the Kokiri, Koroks, whatever they are at the time, would want to make sure Hestu gets back on time so that he's safe. So it could fit, and then, well, Hestu does look quite a bit like the Deku Tree sprout in Ocarina of Time. So, maybe, well, not, he's just like similar in general, so maybe he is like a Deku Tree sprout, except there's been an evolution and now I can walk about instead of sat in one spot. Or maybe they could do that with it in Ocarina of Time, I'm not sure. Either way, that could work. Although I think that the Deku Tree sprouts only appeared when the current Deku Tree died, but then maybe again that only happened in Ocarina of Time. I'm not sure. But if so, then that would make Hestu like a baby Deku Tree or something. And if so, he calls him Grandpa, so that would mean that there's going to be a dad or a mum or something as well, wouldn't there? So then that would be like, where is that? Unless he just calls him that, I don't know. Maybe there was another sprout that got killed or something. It's all really confusing. But basically my idea is that he's like a Deku Tree sprout. And then, if that did work, the Hestu's gift he's given you is like another Deku Tree sprout. Except it's Hestu's gift. And then, like, considering how he's like, it takes you so much just to get that one thing, and like people are thinking it's really bad and it's not worth it and everything, well, in my opinion it's not worth it too, but if that was a Deku Tree sprout, it would be worth it for actual in-game if the game was real, but it wouldn't be worth it for people just playing it because it doesn't do anything for them. So, that could explain why it's like such an important thing for Hestu to give you. And it could work then. And, however, then that would mean that could all fit with this theory of Korok seeds being Korok sprouts or seeds or whatever you want to call them, and then Hestu's gift being a Deku Tree sprout or seed. Therefore meaning that there is like 3 Deku Trees in this world. One being Hestu's gift, one being Hestu, and one being the Deku Tree. Oh, never killed a crow before. Anyway, yeah. However, that could be wrong. It's just a theory, so never know if I'm right, unless Nintendo releases some information on the internet or something. But, well, it's an interesting question. What are the Korok seeds? Who is Hestu? Give me your thoughts and ideas below about my theory, any theories of yours, just what on earth you think all of this is, really. I mean, it's quite weird, to be honest. But, yeah, it'd be interesting to hear other people's thoughts on this. So, leave comments and stuff below in the description. Well, oh no, I'm lost. Wait, no, I'm not lost. Oh, is it this way? I think it is. Okay. Anyway, bye. That's it for now. Have a good day.